Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to film my eyeshadow palette collection. So let's get started. I'm going to start out with my MAC palettes. I do have three of the small MAC palettes. The first one is the Sharon Osbourne times MAC, and it comes with four neutrally type shades. So you have that one. My next one is the Disney Maleficent palette, the collab they did for the Disney movie. And you get some basic shades, like nothing new. These are like the same kind of colors you can pick up from MAC now, like Gold Mine, Embark, Carbon, and Concrete. So basic. My next MAC palette is the Burgundy times 9. You can get this on the website now. The little pans are a little bit smaller. They're not like the normal size, but you do get the 9, and they're really nice. My next palette is the Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette. Looks like this. Everybody know how it looks. Get this from the drugstore, Walmart, any place like that. My next palette is one that the colors that I put in myself. This is the Urban Decay palette, and this is the one where you put your own eyeshadows in there. I have Flash. Ooh, I'm blind nobody. Flash, Carbon, Solstice, and then that's a kind of like a duo one, half bake and twice bake. And this is the one you create your own. You just buy the tin, and then you can pick your own colors. Next, of course, I have the Peanut Butter and Jelly palette by Too Faced. Love this palette. Next palette is a pretty neutral palette. I got this a while back, and it's the Urban Decay Pulp Fiction palette. Very pretty neutral color palette. This is what it looks like. You get your cream shade, chocolate brown shade, kind of a tan, peanut butty kind of shade, black, and then a pretty highlight white and a brush. Very pretty. Again, that's what it looks like. It's the Urban Decay Pulp Fiction palette. Next, I have the Urban Decay Smoked palette. And this is what this one looks like. A lot of pretty smoky shades. And I think most of these you can buy individually. So these are just, they created that smoke palette. I know now they have the Naked Smoky palette. But this is just the first Naked Smoky palette. No, Urban Decay Smoke palette. It's just called Smoked. Next, this is another Urban Decay palette. It's kind of a big one. It's the Urban Decay Vice palettes. And this is what this one looks like. A lot of pretty colors in it. I don't hardly use it. I need to start using it more, but I want to keep it because of the colors. You can use a lot of those colors for themes, Halloween, different things that you got going on. So I love that. Pretty colors. My next palette is my own. This is Z palette. So most of these eyeshadows, I bought individually. These are mainly matte eyeshadows. I think I have like one Coastal Scents purple. That's a Coastal Scents brown, and then I have two Mary Kay, but the other ones are matte. Like this is Rice Paper, Wood Winked, Sable, Satin Taupe, Cranberry, Beauty Marks. So I just created my own palette, and this is just the Z palette. You can buy these little tins or little things separate, and then fill it with what you want. My next palette is a Coastal Scents palette. It's the Fall Festival palette. I love this one. Very pretty. Coastal Scents makes some pretty eyeshadows. So this is that one. Let's see. So I won't blind nobody. But this is that one. Pretty shades. A lot of fall shades, but you can also wear these in the summer. Like this is so pretty. This peachy shade. Oh, it's my favorite in there. It's swatched. I feel like you can wear that as an eyeshadow or a blush, but it's so pretty. And that's the Fall Festival palette. My next palette is a Coastal Scents as well. This is the Coastal Scents Reveal 2 palette. And it's the only Reveal palette that I own. This is like the pinky shades. Pinky, purple, mauve shades. Very pretty palette. My next palette is a Too Faced palette. It's the Stardust palette by Vegas Nay. Very pretty palette. And it's thin. I like that. It doesn't have a mirror, but it's nice. And then these are the shades. Pretty blending shades. The middle row kind of bronzy shades. You get a taupey row with the purple at the end, and then you get your dark row. Dark burgundy, a gold, and then you get a black. Very pretty palette. My next one, of course, is my Sweet Peach palette. Everybody know how that looks. That's that one. My next palette is my Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette. I got this one in January for my birthday. But it's very nice. I love it. And this is the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. And this actually is the first one that they released. This is not the first palette, but the first set. This is the thick packaging without the writing on there. So this is the chocolate bar palette. The same palette is just the original. They released the thinner later with the writing on there. Next palette is the Lorac Pro. It's a nice palette. A matte at the top, shimmery shades at the bottom. It's pretty. My next one is a Lorac as well. It's the Lorac Gold. I don't have the regular Lorac, but I have a lot of gold shades, so I really don't need any more gold. But this is the Lorac Gold palette. It's very pretty. Now, the quality is not like the Lorac Pro or anything, but it's nice. Very pretty shades. And a lot of the shades, they kind of have like a foiled effect, and you can also use them as highlighters. That's pretty as well. And my next palette, not the last one, I got another one, is the Amrezy by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Oh, I love this palette. And you come with the ones up top are kind of like those sheeny, frosty shades, and then you got your mattes. Are all of them matte? Vanilla is kind of matte satin. And then you got Caramel, Morocco, Deep Plum, LBD. But these are pretty. You can see I hit pan on that one. Love that one. And my last palette that I have is a Bare Minerals palette that I got a few years ago. Around the Christmas time, they do the holiday palettes. But this is how this one looks. It comes with your shades here for your eyes. And then at the bottom, you get a highlighter and then blush shades. This one they say it's a which one? They say it's a bronzer, but it's too light for me, so you can use these all as blush. And then I like the way it opens. Good for traveling, and it folds back. Okay. So that's my empty thing, and thank you for watching my eyeshadow palettes. Bye bye.